What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Straight Bet. Let me just make sure that everything's right. Oh, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys had some fun with the family, watching some sports. Hopefully made some money betting on sports, right? Whole point of this whole thing. But yeah, guys, I mean, today it's going to be the exact same thing. Back to normal. Just going to go do game by game, reacting to some injury news and seeing if there's anything late that we like. Of course, guys, when we are on that game, make sure to leave comments down below if you guys have any questions or you want my opinion on anything. Oh, wow. Danilo Gallinari retired. I just looked at that. But yeah, I'll make sure to get to every single questions. I don't think that anything crazy has popped up. Looks like Grimes got downgraded to questionable. PG and Drummond were available. I saw that Zion's out against my Wolves, which is interesting. Trey Murphy's playing, though. Looks like Yves and Misi might not play. Middleton's out. Not a surprise there. Okay. And then, yep, Zion is out. What is going on with Kristaps, guys? Is there any of you guys Hawks fans in here? If anyone's a Hawks fan, man, is he like going through the same shit as last year? Because if he is, that is very, very unfortunate. Seems like he's always sick. We got a comment coming in. What's going on, Liam? How are we doing, Liam? Need a Kaishan to sit this one out. Brian, who did you have? Who were you on? So yeah, I guess let's quick start off by Wizards 76ers. So I wish that we had. I really wish that we had some news here, honestly, on Drummond playing or not. Same with Paul George, right? Same with Quentin Grimes. I mean, dude, it's kind of just like a shit show. It's Quentin Grimes. So they said that Paul George and Drummond are game time decisions. Do we not have a final word on Grimes? Because it doesn't seem like we do. Downgraded to questionable, but no final word on him. And on the Wizards side of things, so guys, this is me just completely stealing a play, and looks like he got great CLV. My buddy Pips, the dude who made Props Madness, guys, by the way, Props Madness thing behind me. Check it out. Code SB25 get you 25% off your first purchase. But anyways, Pips, the dude who made Props Madness, was on some Cam Whitmore stuff. Reach out. I should have played it with no Chris Middleton. This was at 11.5 at like plus 100, I think, earlier today. Maybe even 10.5 for a little bit. But yeah. So it looks like we're going to have no Alex Sarr. It looks like Keyshawn just got ruled in. It is a back-to-back. The Wizards aren't exactly playing for much. I wonder if they are a little bit cautious with Keyshawn George. But anyways, guys, like I said, if you guys know me, I'm not exactly like on top. Poor Zingis is slowly retiring. He might be, dude. He really might be. Yeah, like I said, guys, if you guys know me, like I said, I'm not exactly on top of Wizards stuff. Probably should be more because they're an NBA team, right? There's value here. Like I said, so it looks like they're running like a 9-man rotation. Some guys like maybe like I'm always curious to know if like who they drafted, I believe in the first round, is going to hop in the rotation. Wouldn't be surprised if he does indeed hop in the rotation without Chris Middleton. So yeah, guys. And with Philly, right? It's weird because if Drummond's playing, he's like a big drop coverage guy. He's a terrible defender. I think if you get like Bona starting, that does change things a little bit. Of course, it makes it like a better rebound matchup if Drummond sits. Guys, if I'm going to be completely honest, Jared McCain too looks like he hopped on. Let's see, we have Bub assists and Whitmore points. So yeah, Brian. Like I said, definitely lean over on Whitmore. It was at 11.5 earlier. Now it's even like kind of juiced at 12.5 well, at some places. But I definitely lean over there because, like I said, he probably should play without Middleton here. And then there's also more guys out too, right? I'd think that he's around, 20 minutes or so, right? And yeah, Philly's just not a great defense in general. So, I mean, if you do like Whitmore with like, I'd say like 17, 18, probably around there. Probably not going to see like super high. Well, maybe, you never know. I'd probably have him around here. Yeah, I definitely lean over. Bub Carrington assists. So yeah, that's interesting. So it looks like he played 22 minutes. Only person out is Chris Middleton, who definitely, does make a little bit of a difference. I wonder who typically starts when Middleton is out. Like I said, guys, I am just not like on top of Wizards stuff. It looks like Corey Kispert slotted in last time. I wonder who gets to start. I wonder if it's going to be Champagny or Carrington. I think there's an outside chance that Carrington does indeed get the start. And yeah, man, I mean, I don't really have an opinion on this, to be honest. But I think that there's just like a wait for the starting lineups and see, Brian. Yeah, I know. They like to milk it to like the last second and stuff. It's kind of annoying. What's happening? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Strange. Hope you're doing good. Hope you had a good weekend. Kind of wish they dropped. Yeah, dude. I agree. I actually completely agree. So Marvin Bagley, someone who's slightly intriguing. Marvin Bagley's like a very productive player, like genuinely. Like he's a terrible defender, of course. But like he is a productive player when he gets minutes. So I mean, I'm seeing a 12.5 line here, plus 106 at bet 105, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm seeing like a 12.5 line here. I mean, guys, this dude played without Sar. He has played 31 and 29 minutes. So like if you're gonna get, I don't know, let's play a conservative and say you're gonna get 28 minutes out of him. I guess you could say both those games were pretty close, right? But 28 minutes. I mean, let's just do like per 28 minutes and see where he's at. I mean, Philly's not a good defense. Look at the restrict they and yeah, just they're not a good defense whatsoever. 16.7. So let me quick calculate this. 8.6. I mean, yeah, guys, but Bagley's currently at like 14.5 points. I do wonder, like, and here's the thing too, guys. If we get like a Dominic Barlow or like a Jabari Walker starting at the 5, which I wouldn't put it past Nick Nurse, that could be a really interesting look. So like this is like 26 to like, I don't know, 26 to 32 minutes. Yeah, guys, Marvin Bagley's pretty intriguing to me, to be honest. Good rebounder too, honestly, dude. Like this this feels really low. So yeah, he's a good player. Sammy G props. What's going on, man? Sammy G props D5T. Whitmore should be, yeah. Oh, the two-way guys are out too. Okay, Sammy, that's a great nugget. That's actually an amazing nugget. So two-way guys are out. I'm assuming that's like the Sharif Coopers, Jameer Watkins, the Malachi Branhams, the Will Rileys of the world and stuff. Yeah, no, I think Whitmore makes a ton of sense, man. Even, yeah, he might have really, really strong minutes too. Because yeah, you always got to keep that in mind. I swear, Whitmore is typically like a solid rebounder too. I wonder, so 15.5 PR you can snag at FanDuel. I mean, Whitmore with like 18 to what, like 24 minutes, dude. I mean, he's just like very productive, He's another one of those dudes, very productive. So yeah, I think Cam Whitmore is very interesting too. Yeah, Jay Sanity. Yeah, Vukcevic is like a very good offensive player, like genuinely. Like he's kind of like he'll probably never be like a good defender or like a super good NBA player because of that. But yeah, completely agree. Cam Whitmore type of night. I agree, man. I agree. I just hope that we can get some of this news. So Terrence Mann, okay, that's for Wednesday, and who cares about that? But yeah, guys, this is like a circle back one, honestly, dude. But yeah, leans right now, like some Marvin Bagley overs, like some Cam Whitmore overs. On the Philly side of things, honestly, guys, I was kind of like looking at Maxey. Oh wow, and this got juiced up. Yeah, his 7.5 assists was plus 100, and obviously it looks like we probably should have hopped on that because market thinks that one should be more so very juiced over or 8.5. Okay, Portland and Toronto, guys. I hate to do this to you again. I'm a big proponent in like the center makes like a massive difference in like scheme and what you're going to give up and controlling the glass, and I think that's like a fair thing to make. I think that like Donovan Clingan playing or not playing makes like a super, super big difference in like Portland's defensive scheme. So I really I didn't make any official picks for this game. I didn't make any official picks for that first game either. Hold up, what's this comment? Trouble with Cam Whitmore. Well, dude, honestly, Cam Whitmore, guys, I don't know like what's your opinion on Cam Whitmore as a player, but like, dude, sometimes he has like the worst like body language ever. Like genuinely, dude. Like he just like looks like pissed off all the time unless like it's him going on like a 10 point scoring burst. Like, I don't know, man. The coach hates him, but like the coach, I think every coach might hate him, to be honest, dude. And he does dumb shit. Yeah. No, that's very true, man. That's very true. Yeah. Whitmore is like a scary person to like lay juice on, I'd say, like, so like we were talking about that 15.5 PR, which like you think it has value. But yeah, you're not wrong, dude. Like Whitmore does some dumb shit and like an 8-minute game's on the card for sure. Dude, I like that, bro. I like that Jay Sanity. I really do. Like, taking a shot at some variance, dude. I think that's the way to do it. Had a good weekend, Brandon Ingram. Home road splits. Okay, yeah, we can check that out. So here's the thing with Brandon Ingram. Like I said, I'm not gonna have an opinion on that quite yet. If Klingon's in though, absolutely, dude. If Klingon's in, like he'll get a mid range like at will, like genuinely. Like he'll be able to get to his midi at will if Klingon is in. So yeah, let's check out those home road splits that you were talking about. I think that definitely matters for sure for scoring sometimes. So yeah, looks like you got a damn good number. You go down here on Props Madness, they give up a ton of middies. That's the first thing. Middies and pull-ups is what you want to look at. And you guys, as you can see, Props Madness has pull-up stuff, less than 10 feet, catch and shoot, all that good stuff listed. It's yeah. So middies and pull-ups for Brandon Ingram, dude, you can't talk me off that, honestly. Like I said, for me personally, I'd want to see if Klingon's in first. I'd want him in because of that drop coverage. But yeah, completely. Oh, okay. Shaden Sharp PRA. Call Anthony Towns. Okay, well, we'll talk about Shaden here because honestly, guys, what I've been doing recently is I've been actually checking out overnight lines, and like I don't bet them. I don't bet overnight lines, but I think what's helped me a lot is like look at the board and then go to bed, and then I can kind of just like instantly fire on plays and have stuff circled. Shaden Sharp was one of them that I had circled, but like I said, guys, I've been driving. Like I drove 18 hours to Minnesota and back, 36 hours over the past like 5 days. So I've been lying. Like I said, I haven't been super in tune. I didn't know Shaden Sharp's coming off the bench, dude. But here's the thing, guys. I will absolutely I'm going to snipe this if he's ruled in, bro. Like I don't care about the matchup, dude. Shaden Sharp's like with like Drew Holiday off the court, and I know he's had a couple rough games. Here's the thing, guys. The Spurs and Thunder are very like good paint defenses, even without Wemby. Like they're a very good paint defense. You can go over here and go to like less than 10 feet, guys. Wemby's been out for like a while now. This is the last 10 games. Like Spurs are still like these are two teams that are like tough paint defenses, right? That's what Shaden Sharp's game is. He can't shoot for shit anymore. I've bet on this dude like a million times this year. He shoots like 0 for 6 from deep like every game and like still goes over because he just shoots the ball so damn much. So looks like he was coming off a calf 3 games back. If he's starting, I'm smashing this dude. Probably not. It's kind of tough with like PRA for Shaden. But I'd probably include PR. I don't trust him to pass the ball whatsoever. I think this dude does not swing the rock. But guys, yeah, 21.5 PR. If Shaden's starting, guys, I'm gonna snipe that and absolutely be all over that. Like I said, that was the first one that I had circled. Ingram. So I think betting on all the mid-range guys is frustrating. Like I don't like that shit when like people just like shoot midi after midi after midi. Like, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Nick, how we doing, man? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, we'll get to so Paul George. Like I said, I don't have an opinion on Paul George. Actually, to be honest, I personally wouldn't touch a Paul George over, just due to like he has some random back injury, dude, and he's still like recovering from the knee surgery. I don't know, man. Like Paul George status alert headed to the locker room, dude. Like I'm not playing around with that shit. And guys, by the way, if you guys are on YouTube right now, we're about 13 minutes into the stream. Make sure to drop a like and keep those comments flowing, guys. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. The dropping the like is just something that helps me grow, and that's my quest right now. So it is very, very greatly appreciated. Denny under threes. He had none versus a top OKCD, and Raptors are the second best 3-point defender. So yeah, let's check that out. So here's the thing. So with Denny, you're going to want to look at, above the break threes, because this dude is not corner camping whatsoever, right? And I do believe if I checked out my funnels, let me quick duplicate this. And I like to use last 10 from time to time, or like a fair bit. But if we go to like overall opponent shooting by zone, last 10 games, just quick get this going, make sure it's good. Guys, the big thing with Denny is going to be above the break threes. So the Raptors, I don't know how to feel about this, man. About like 3-point percentage allowed, because there's definitely like good defense involved, right? Like if you give up makes, you're typically like, just probably poor at defending it, right? But at the same time, they are giving up volume there. What is that? 5th most attempted. So let's go look at some Denny. I will say though, 2.5 for Denny does sound pretty high. Definitely does sound decently high. But yeah, and I guess so. Raptors are like good on the season though at defending above the break, and I wouldn't think much has changed. Look, you're laying a lot of juice, man. I think that I'd lean under with you. I'd lean that he doesn't hit 3 threes, but yeah, I really don't have a crazy opinion on that, to be honest with you. I think it's probably priced fairly. Sharp ladder. Yeah, 100%, dude. And like I said, so the weird thing with the Blazers too, guys, is like they don't have like any beat reporters. Like, so the way that they get the way that their lineups get released is like from their social media posts and stuff. So I don't know, man. Maybe throw on some Trailblazer Twitter notifications or something, or I might add the Blazers to my column here. But I would, but I'm streaming, so it's not like I'm going to be super locked in. Yeah, Frank. So here's one thing about. So you mentioned the small forward position, and I'm not trying to like hate on this at all, but I think that defenses versus position is like a very misleading stats. And I'm not saying like it's not a good matchup. The Wizards are a great matchup for practically everyone, right? But yeah, Frank, personally, I would not use defense versus position. I think that it's very misleading, right? Because I mean, Kevin Durant's a small forward, right? But so is Tamani Kamara, right? Well, these guys are completely different players, but they're also both listed as like small forwards, right? So that's why I personally would not use that defense versus position. But yes, like Washington is a good matchup for everyone for sure. I hope he's in. Yeah, no, for sure. Brian, so I'm not worried about Shaedon's minutes if he's starting, right? He's been 3 games removed from that calf. I would think, because here's the thing, guys. If we quick go here, I'm gonna quick show you guys something. If you go to like Trailblazers and you take off the court, because there's been a couple high usage guys missing right now. It's Drew, who's like the high-ish usage guy. You take Drew off the court, guys, and Shaedon's numbers are like absurd. And yeah, they're going to be a little bit down due to the last couple games. But guys, like Shaedon's like kind of flirting with like he's literally averaging 26 field goal attempts per 36. And yes, he's inefficient, but he's probably also better than these splits indicate, right? He's probably better than a 40% shooter. He's probably better than a 26% three-point shooter. So Shaedon's honestly kind of flirting with being like a point per minute guy. So yeah, I think that like as long as he's starting, man, I'm not worried about Shaedon's minutes. Love the breakdowns. Hey, I appreciate it, TRN. Okay, have we gotten any news here? Looks like we have not. Let's go to New York and Boston. So guys, I do have some pretty strong opinions here. Honestly, man, I'm looking at Derek White's threes. I was looking like all day for all morning for a dejuicer on Derek White threes. But guys, Knicks give up a ton of stuff to spot up. They give up a ton of catch and shoot stuff. Really, they're Jaylen Brown. I lean under on him. I think that he's going to see a lot of like gap help on his drives. So that's just what the Knicks do and stuff. And honestly, guys, Jaylen Brown went up to 28.5, and I completely disagree with that. It's only at FanDuel, and it's also actually, is it? I don't know. There's 2 FanDuels listed. Something's bugging right now. Yeah, I strongly lean under on Jaylen Brown stuff. They already played. Jaylen Brown, didn't shot pretty normal, right? 50%, 43%, I guess 50%. Shot pretty normal, only had 23 points. Lean very strongly under on Jaylen Brown points. Like I said, man, I mean, you look at the Knicks, right? Jaylen Brown loves the middies. He loves like getting into the lane and stuff. They help very aggressively there. The Knicks do. So, and then as a result of that, of course, you get some aggressive help on drives. You're going to give up spot ups. That's what the Knicks do indeed. Derek White, guys, he's over in 11 out of 19 games, and he's shooting like literally like 30% from 3 this year. Like super inefficient. Like I said, I'm just not buying that at all. I don't know what's going on. Do you guys see this? 27.5 threes. Something's like, let me quick refresh this. But yeah, very strong lean over on Derek White threes. And if you guys have anything, like I'd actually love some comments. If you guys like have any dejuicers that like any little legs that you guys feel very strongly about, because then I'll probably make this an official, man. Like I said, Derek White 2.5 threes. He's shooting so poorly under expected. He got up 11 threes against the Knicks. I think the threes are going to be there. Also so that's my Celtics thoughts. I think that Jordan Walsh is pretty interesting. I made a little post about him. Looks like it went up. Didn't actually play it myself. But Jordan Walsh, guys, like if you look at like Props Madness, and if you follow me on Twitter, you already saw this, so I apologize. But if you go to like sub, he's neck and neck with transition, and spot up is his main play type. But as you can see with like transition, Knicks are below average too as well. But he's like the definition of like a corner camper, catch and shoot guy. I think it's like spot up. I think I did like below average, and then if you do like with like a minutes or something, or I think I just actually, what did I use? I don't even think I made this filter very picky at all. I think it was like bottom. Yeah, if you take it like the bottom 5. Yeah, so this is like a not like picky filter whatsoever. And then if you give him like, it was like what, 10 minutes or something. Yeah, his hit rates are really good here. Jordan Walsh I think it's a really good matchup. I think there's a chance that Jalen Brunson maybe guards him because I don't think you want to put Brunson on Pritchard too much on ball defense. I don't think you want to put him on Derek White. So yeah, I think there's a chance that Brunson guards him too. So I'm kind of in on Jordan Walsh here, and if that's the case, like you could see him having some success on the glass. He's also like, in my opinion, like for sure their best option to defend Jalen Brunson. So yeah, pretty high on Walsh here for sure. I do too, Frank. I really do too. We'll get to him in a little bit. I'm big on Frux. But I completely agree with you there. Yeah, Jay Sanity. I agree. Celtics, one thing that they have been giving up is the above the break threes. So they're also kind of similar to the Knicks, right? They don't have amazing rim protection outside of Neemias Queta, but they are also going to overhelp on drives and not let you get there. Also, guys, Celtics are pretty aggressive from time to time on first options. Deuce McBride, very good volume in that first game against the Celtics. But yeah, Celtics are giving up above the break threes. It's like a mix of like spot ups or catch and shoot and pull up, which is actually good for Deuce in my opinion, right? Because he'll do a little bit of both. But yeah, he's been playing real good minutes, man. Real good minutes. He's been around that 30 mark for sure. I mean, he's averaging 11.4 points on 26.6 minutes. You bump that up with, I'd probably have him at 31 minutes or so. So yeah, I think that Deuce is very interesting, and honestly, I might even be shorting him on his minutes a little bit because they still have no OG, still no Landry Shamet. Yeah, I'm a fan of Deuce for sure. Josh Hart rebound. So I'll give you guys some Josh Hart thoughts. So here's something that the Knicks have done in the past, and we don't have any news here quite yet. Joe Mazzulla said he hasn't rewatched the Knicks series at all. Said he just kind of moved on. So guys, here's my Josh Hart thoughts. Joe Mazzulla. He's a very tactical coach, right? And what he did last year, and this is a little bit different, right? I'm not completely sure if they're going to do it, but I do feel pretty strongly about him doing it. What he likes to do is he likes to hide Neemias Queta, or he likes to hide a rim protector. Last year, it was like Kristaps Porzingis on Josh Hart, let him shoot, leave him wide open, take the Knicks out of their flow of offense. And they like to put a wing on Cat. So here's the thing. I don't know if you want Jaylen Brown guarding Cat. They put Tatum on Cat last year, but someone with some strength, that could be Brown or Jordan Walsh. And they'll leave Josh Hart wide open from deep. So Josh Hart, I guess, what is his rebounds at? 9.5, 8.5. Honestly, dude, I'm probably cool off a 9.5 line for Hart. I totally get he's a beast on the glass, but we've seen Josh Hart, and yeah, he's playing big minutes again. He was playing big minutes all last year. Just going to be honest, I probably wouldn't touch a Hart rebounds at 9.5. Decent fine head-to-head stuff. But his assists are a little bit intriguing to me because of the way I think that they guard him. So when you're left wide open, obviously you can shoot threes, which Josh Hart looks like. Here's the thing, bro. I said, I think that Josh Hart gets threes up. I really do. I think they're going to leave him pretty wide open. At the end of the day, bro, he's been shooting the ball good. I don't care. I really don't want to play like a Josh Hart over 1.5 threes for plus 112. Now, his assists at 4.5 is slightly intriguing to me, especially at this DraftKings number, minus 127. So, El Fritas, I'd probably just play assists. I think that, he could use some handoff stuff. I think he's going to touch the ball more than normal because he's going to be left pretty wide open. That can just like open stuff up. He'll always get his transition stuff. And yeah, Josh Hart at 4.5 assists, guys. I mean, well, he's playing 35, 40, 30. Like, he's playing really good minutes, man. Like, I do think that this game is competitive, right? You got some like Knicks Celtics like rivalry stuff going on. Here's 31 to 39 minutes, kind of a broad minute range. But if you go to like last year too, I mean, he was pretty damn good on this number with those minutes. So yeah, big fan of Josh Hart over 4.5 assists here. Like I said, if this number was widely available around minus 127, I would give it out and play it. Here's the thing, guys. I just got limited on DraftKings. Like I said, I'm from Minnesota, so my accounts are like fairly fresh. But I did get limited on DraftKings, and I was playing it pretty safe with it until I nuked a live glitch. But yeah, man. So yeah, I don't even have DraftKings anymore. I took all my money out of it. Hauser 2. Yeah, I don't hate that fat. I would say I don't think Sam Hauser 2 threes. I do like the matchup for him. I really do. But I don't think it's the safest leg. But if you ask me, do I think that wins? I absolutely do. You took Brown's assist with White threes. Yeah. 100%, man. Like, I think like Brown 3+ assists and then the White threes could make sense. Right. And guys, Brown at 4.5 assists, I think I'm kind of a fan of, to be honest. Most of his assists are coming, like a decent chunk are coming to the 3-point line, and that's where you're going to be getting them. Yep, Derek White questionable. He's good to go though. He was just listed questionable because he sat against the Cavs on a back-to-back, so they had to avoid getting fined and stuff. Well, Chris Murray, I'm gonna be completely honest, man. I don't have an opinion on that, to be honest. I think that's like a wait for the starting lineup one. I think Anthony Simons has a great game, so a PRA. Yeah, Simons is tough. He's like he'll get minutes based off of how well he's playing. So I think Simons for me personally. I think he's someone I probably won't bet on a lot this year unless it's like a ladder or something. Okay. Let's see. Is there any more Knicks Celtic stuff? So yeah, ETC. I'm actually pretty out on Cat overs and stuff, and we'll get to Sadiq Bey in a little bit. I'm pretty out on anything that involves Cat's points. Like I said, I think he's gonna get cross matched, and I don't want to bet on Cat if he's getting cross matched. In fact, one of my favorite looks, to be honest, is Cat under 1.5 threes, especially at this plus 115 number that you're getting. If you go to like what they did against Houston, or because if he's getting guarded by not a big man, which I don't think he is, he's probably not going to get outside of transition. He's probably not going to get threes up, right? So you go to head against Boston last year and click on advanced filters, right? I mean, this is a lot of game sample, right? You get a 10-game sample. I mean, Cat only literally got a 3 threes a game, so yeah, it's I really lean under on Cat threes. Just maybe wait for the lineup, make sure that Mitch isn't starting. Okay, guys, Klingon's in. So like what we talked about with Ingram, that means it's good for Ingram, better for Quickly. Anyone who's a pull-up shooter, that is good for them. One last thing I want to touch on, guys, and I'm probably going to actually officially play this in a little bit, so don't nuke it for me. But Mitch Robinson over 3.5 points. Guys, do you remember the Celtics series? And it doesn't look pretty. It doesn't look amazing. But Mitch Robinson is getting hack-a-Mitch. Missoula will hack-a-Mitch. And like you can see, 6 free throws attempted. Got up 0. Bears, 12 free throws attempted. 1, 10, 0. Still, hack-a-Mitch is definitely an out here. So and guys, now with Mitch coming off the bench, I'm not going to pull it up right now, but his rotations are near the end of the quarter, and that is very important, right? Because you got to be in the bonus to get hack-a-Mitch. So I think Mitch Robinson, guys, if you have like 365, you can bet on some free throw attempt stuff with Mitch Robinson. Actually, I checked it earlier. It is 0.5. I'm going to be playing that. Not right now, but closer to tip. I'm absolutely going to be playing that. So Hart triple doubles. Someone must be on that. Josh Hart rebound because Celtics lack in the interior. Simons. Let's see. Jermaine, or oh no, that's not Jermaine. That's Jermaine Sharp. What's up, Jermaine? How we doing? Limited, yeah. Well, everyone gets limited, man. Like, dude, especially when you have a group, like a betting group, like you're gonna get limited, dude. I mean, I have like a ton of people tailing me like that are betting significant amounts. Like it's not me who's getting myself limited. It's well, it might be a little bit, but yeah, it's gonna happen to everyone, guys. If you guys like watch my stuff, you're probably gonna get limited too, like genuinely. Simon. So Maxi under field goal attempts. I don't have it. I haven't looked at any field goal attempts line, so. George Klingon plays. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll get back to that in a little bit. Honestly, Jay Sanity, I'm not exactly sure. And we'll get there in a little bit. We're on Knicks Celtics. And if anyone has any Knicks Celtics stuff, we will get on that in a little bit. What time do these first games start? So 7. Okay, we don't have any starting lineups. I want to wait for that Blazers starting lineup stuff for sure. That comes at 7:30. Okay, my Wolves are taking on the Pelicans. No Zion Williamson is pretty significant, obviously. Like I said, not the biggest Pelicans guy. I am a big Wolves guy. I'm on Jaden McDaniel stuff, guys. I think his threes are an amazing look. I didn't play it, so I'll talk. But I am on his PA endpoints. I'd split it half and half. Looks like it got bumped up to 16.5. Pelicans are playing a ton of zone. They are playing very aggressive on first options. I'm also on Anthony Edwards under 29.5 points. That's how you know I'm not biased, right? I'm the biggest Anthony Edwards fan in this damn live stream, which is just myself. But I'm out of you guys too. I'm a bigger Ant fan than all you guys. But no, the Pelicans are very aggressive on top options. Like you look at Shea had like 9 field goal attempts in a game, which is like unheard of. Yeah, I know he didn't play the 4th, but still, Steph had like single figure points. Jamal Murray got clamped up. The only people who had a good games were Reeves and Luka. Luka's just different, man. Like his step back threes going. You're not doing anything, but yeah, they're going to throw a lot of aggressive stuff. They're going to lead catch and shoot stuff. Terrence Shannon, I think, is actually pretty intriguing, to be honest with you, man. I mean, we are 12.5 point favorites. Like Pelicans, if they're bad in transition, so they're bad in transition defense too, guys. he's a guy who I might actually double dip and play him, to be honest. Terrence Shannon, he's a guy who, hasn't been playing amazing for us, but this is a perfect spot, honestly. And I think it's a front end of a back-to-back. Actually, I'm not sure. Mike Conley assists, kind of like that too. Not gonna lie, 2.5, dude. I actually might, I might hop in on this. Let me just make sure. NBA schedule. Make sure the Wolves don't play tomorrow, because if that's the case, okay, perfect. But I know they play the Pelicans again. It's one of those like weird baseball series matchups. Guys, I really like Mike Conley over 2.5 assists. I mean, this is just like a really good spot, I think, for Mike, just against like a shit team, dude. Like, there's no reason to play him like terrible minutes. If you go to like games with Randall and has anyone else missed time? I don't think so. I mean, it's like a half hit rate, right? But still, like opponent assists allowed, where are they? They're near the bottom. Let's just filter out like top half. Okay, it's up. It's not looking much better, but I do like Mike Conley over 2.5 assists. And honestly, dude, like Mike, he might hit a couple threes here too. So something interesting. Drummond available, Moody under. So guys, Dammy, we'll get to that in a little bit. Wizards are starting Champagny. Okay, interesting. Drummond available. Julius Randle's threes made. So yeah, guys, like I said, I'll answer the Wolves Pelicans questions right now, and then at about 6:40, we'll go back in time a little bit, and then we'll finish off with OKC Warriors too. So, these are kind of my Wolves thoughts. On the Pelican side of things, man, I mean, we don't do anything tough to get the ball out of like a high usage guy's hands. Like we do absolutely nothing tough whatsoever. So no Zion, no Poole. I mean, let's just go here real quick and go to like the Pelicans and see who's doing what with these high usage fellas off the court. Because if you're not getting usage, you're not getting shots up against the Wolves, dude. We're especially against like this bummy team with like no one with gravity, dude. Like a spot up guy. We're not giving up. Like I wouldn't be shocked if we give up like 15 or less spot up points here, because we're not going to overhelp at all. So let's take Poole off the court. Let's take Zion off the court, and I don't think I'm missing anyone else. But let's just quick see what's going on here. Fierce has been automatic. See, I don't like Fierce here though, dude. Like Fierce. This is like, if you bet on Fierce tonight, like you'll look back at it and be like, oh yeah, the volume was there, absolutely. But he's gonna here's the thing with Fierce is that he doesn't shoot, like he doesn't really shoot the ball well. Like he's a 6'1" guard who's reliant at finishing at the rim. Like I don't like that against Rudy Gobert. Like say what you want about Rudy, he's tough to finish at the rim. He's one of the best rim protectors in the league still. So I mean, let's look at the numbers and see like where we get to, I guess. But I mean, Jeremiah's okay. I might eat my words a little bit here, right? Jeremiah gets up a fair bit of shots for sure. 21.2 points, and what is he lined at? Yeah, dude. I mean, 16 and a the volume will absolutely be there. I don't know if he's gonna make the shots though, to be honest with you. I really don't. So still no Herb Jones, right? He doesn't really make a difference in terms of usage. But yeah, you're getting like Trey Murphy, and I thought that Trey would be a little bit higher than this, man, to be honest. Really did. But Trey's the guy who's interesting. He'll get a lot of usage for sure. Let's put Trey on the court too, because Trey will probably play big minutes. Let's just put him on the court and see where the usage is going to follow. Because that's really, like I said, the guys. Pull up jump shooters against the Wolves. Derek Queen's looking pretty good off rip, man. This actually might be an interesting Derek Queen spot, to be honest with you guys, because like for assisting especially, because Rudy in a drop coverage, right? You do these dribble handoffs, you can get a ton of like handoff assists. So it looks like DeAndre Jordan, nice 4-minute sample size. So it looks like it goes Fears, then Murphy, then Queen, then Hawkins, who knows how many minutes he'll play. Looks like the no usage guys are like the Mises, the Herb Jones, the Jose Alvarados and stuff. So yeah, man, I kind of wonder what Queen's assists are at, and because I think that Queen, his minutes kind of depend on Zion too, to an extent, right? If we go to like without Z, 28 minutes, 32 minutes. Let's do without Z and then with Misi though, because who's actually questionable, by the way. Okay. When was like his breakout game? So minutes are like, seems like he's around like flirting with 30. Yeah, I don't know, man. Pelicans are a tough team. They're just like a shitty team. Sadiq Bey rebounds. Don't have an opinion on Sadiq based off of let's see. I don't 6.5. Oh, he's been really boarding. So I guess without Z, 33, 28. Let me quick do like with Trey. Is there anyone else without Herb? Okay. So one game without Z, only played 28 minutes, which might have been kind of a blowout. But without Z, like recently though, he's been playing pretty good minutes, dude. Yeah, dude. Like I said, the Wolves. Who does he guard? I might have to like wait for lineups on that. If he's on Randall, that's probably not ideal. But yeah, man. I mean, 28 to like give him 28 to 35. Doesn't look terrible. Like I said, this is like very niche, and I don't really have a strong opinion on that. But the graph doesn't look terrible. No, Novig does not. Novig is peer to peer. Like so, like so they'll place a little liquidity on each side to start, but mostly it's so how Novig works, guys. And by the way, guys, Novig, I think I do have it linked below. If you do want it, I honestly kind of think you're an idiot if you're not using it, like because it's especially like close to tip. I mean, guys, like look, I'm just like looking at this right now. This is like one example. I mean, 5 cents better, especially before tip. It's peer to peer, guys. So like Novig doesn't need like the house doesn't need to win. They're going to take a little cut out of it for sure. But yeah, you're betting against other human beings, right? So like, which can be concerning at times if there's like $3,000 on like one side, right? You're probably going up against someone sharp. But me personally, not to sound like egotistical, like I trust myself against like anyone. Like if I like something, I like it. So I'm going to play it regardless. And you guys should honestly probably feel that same way, just like be with a little bit of caution. But yeah, no, they're not going to limit you at all. You need another human on the other side. And especially close to tip, there's very likely going to be a human. There's probably multiple humans with offering significant money because people use Novig to get down more money, right? Because you get limited at these like rec books and stuff. So yeah, it's you will never get limited. That I quick explained that. Let's see, Luke Cornett. Yes, I'm already under Strange Music. So yeah, love it, man. I'm already on it. Yeah, you're spot on, man. Zach Edey, like Luke Cornett can't shoot. Well, he doesn't shoot. He used to be able to shoot at some point, but all his stuff is at the rim. Like good luck, and yeah, tough rebounding matchup too. Hasn't even been hitting without Wemby. So yeah. So etc. Look, my first thought here was like Rudy Gobert. Like I'm gonna show you guys a cool little filter, and like this is just something I pick up on as a fan. And his lines are, I wish they were a little bit more deflated because he actually did get benched last game. But there's something about these shitty teams that when we play these like crappy teams, so I'm just gonna filter it probably by defensive rating. When we play these like crappy teams, bottom of the barrel teams, Rudy Gobert is like our savior, right? He's so safe. He plays really good, and like, the whole team, Ant and Julius are like effing around and like jacking up middies and stuff and not playing defense. Like Rudy's like there just like our safety blanket. So he tends to play really good against these crappy teams. They give up a lot to put back. He should be able to punk Derek Queen on the glass. Restricted area stuff is pretty good on the year. I will say, man, it's just like they really do lead like catch and shoot stuff by margin. They like the Pelicans do. So typically when that's the case, I do like to bet on like a catch and shoot guy. But yeah, if you're on Rudy overs, like kudos to you, man. I think it's a good spot. I will say just if we go to restricted area, because that's what you're gonna want to look at with a guy like Rudy Gobert. Pelicans are below average, so that's definitely good. But yeah, man, I definitely lean over on Rudy stuff for sure. Oh wow, yeah, wow. I do like that. I really do like that. Oh, Zoink, you're a beauty. I appreciate it, man. You're a beauty. Okay. Let's see. Do we have what time is it? 6:41. Okay, let's go back over to yeah, that's a great price, bro. That's genuinely a great price. Shout out to Ty Longtor, Discord member and first time in your YouTube breakdown. Really sick analysis. Thank you, man. Hey, comments like this mean the world to me, guys. Like seriously, like I do pride myself on like actually knowing what the hell I'm talking about because genuinely, guys, like, I mean, not to like shit on other people or anything, but like betting is very popular. Sports betting is very popular, and it's very fun to like research bets and stuff. So that leads to a lot of people who, quite frankly, don't know what the hell they're doing, giving analysis out there and stuff. So I really do pride myself on, actually understanding the game of basketball and actually, understanding what is relevant and betting and stuff like that. So no, comments like this mean the world to me. Yeah, no, like literally, Dammy, I like, yeah, it's like he really he's a floor raiser, man. So he gets up, he holds the fort down when everyone else is bullshitting, man. So I do like the spot here for Rudy. Hey Ethan, nothing official yet, man. Nothing official yet. It really just kind of going game by game and giving the leans. And if anything does get official, you won't have missed anything, Ethan. So appreciate you hopping in. Okay, cool. So we got some lineups. We got Koulibaly at the quote unquote point guard. It's going to be CJ McCollum at the point guard. Keyshawn George. So Koulibaly, McCollum, Champagny. I think someone mentioned that. George and Bagley. And Quentin Grimes is out. Okay, guys. Andre Drummond. Okay, here's the thing with Andre Drummond, man. I know that when he initially got hurt, people were like nervous on like him like having like an ACL tear and stuff, or like a significant knee injury. And then he tried playing. He could only go 6 minutes. He would not have won 6 minutes if he was healthy. Dude, I have no clue what to do with Drummond because in theory, I mean, my gosh, bro, you're giving us plus 164 on him to get a double-double against the Wizards. Like, dude. I'm not going to make this official, but plus 164 on Novig is something I'm actually going to bet on myself here real quick. So sorry. I'm not going to make it official, man, but I think this is absolutely worth a sprinkle. Bet on the upside because, there's definitely a world where he plays terrible minutes. And by the way, guys, I'm waiting for some Adem Bona lines to populate for that exact same reason because, yeah, Nick Nurse is a psycho. But yeah, there's a wide range of outcomes here. Double being plus 165 is something I will absolutely take. There's $283 of liquidity on Novig if anyone wants to tail me. And I will take 50 of it for myself. So about 230 left if anyone wants to tail me on that. Like I said, that's not going to be like an official play. That's just something on the side. I think that's a great number. But yeah, there's also a range of world where, he plays very poor minutes, but yeah. Do I like Cam? Yes, Giovanni. We big Cam Whitmore guys here tonight. I think that he's in a good spot. So guys, Justin Champagny, really good rebounder, really good rebounder. I wonder how many minutes he typically plays when he actually starts. He's a really good player, man. I'm a big like Champagny fan. I like both Champagnys. I think Julian's like an absolute sniper. I think that Justin. Okay, that's not pretty to be honest. I kind of thought he'd play a little bit more, man. Damn, bro. He's had 3 starts this year. He's gotten 17 minutes, 19 minutes, and 12 whopping minutes. Maybe some foul trouble involved in this one. But, yeah. Oof. Like I said, man, I wish I was just more in tune with the Wizards. Really do. Don't like the matchup for him. In fact, not going to lie, guys, I kind of actually like his under. He's a spot-up guy. Yes, he'll crash a glass and get in there down low, and Philly's not great in terms of protecting the rim. And guys, in fact, honestly, Drummond's like playing on a bum leg. Guys, I think I might bet Marvin Bagley overs, to be honest with you, because I was talking about that. Drummond's in. Drummond is a terrible defender. It's in Philly, not a deal, I guess, but. We already calculated it out, and he's at like, I mean, this is like 100% a plus matchup, bro. Like, no arguing that shit whatsoever. Probably let's be conservative. It is a back-to-back. There's blowout risk. Let's put him at 27 minutes, right? I mean, 31, 29 in close games. He's probably around 30 if this game's close. Let's stock him 3 minutes due to some variables, I guess, right? Here's the thing: you do that 8.6 on the Wizards this year. He is at 13.9. It's absolutely a plus matchup. This line is too low. I'm locking it in. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be a little bit slow here because, like I said, no one else is on with me. So, and I do have a duty to do here to send this into my Discord, guys. If you guys want to tail this, man, I mean, I'm playing it at Novig right now. It's the best number besides 105. But guys, there's like a ton of liquidity on this too at Novig, so. Yeah, I'll be on some Bagley stuff at this 12.5 line And next best number is 118 at Builder, which is where I will grade it at. Okay, cool. Give me like a little bit. I'm probably just gonna talk to myself for a little bit. Vucevic is bulletproof. Yep. This Sixers team isn't in like no shape to be blowing dudes out though. Honestly, dude. Okay. NV or 105 slash. Yeah, and it's like you factor that into your analysis, right? Yeah, they definitely could get blown out. It's the Wizards, man. But like I said, I did that. I docked him for my minute projection with that. And yeah, it's like I still think that this line is short. I think this line should honestly probably be 14.5. So yeah, 2 point edge. I will take that. Okay. Cool. So yeah, guys, if you guys have just tuned in or just now, sorry, like I said, just ripped some Marvin Bagley over 12.5 points. That's the only official play I have so far. Yeah, Champagne's a dog. Dave, I appreciate this a ton. Dave Strange Music Ryan. Yeah, dude, I appreciate you. And Dave, honestly, I appreciate you because you're always active in the chat, man. Like seriously, people like yourself. Honestly, I appreciate all you guys, but people like Dave who are always like active in the chat and giving good input, man. It makes my life so much easier. So I appreciate all you guys a ton. Champagne, I know. I like Champagne a ton, dude. I really do. I really do. I just wish I I wish I had a better gauge on what his minutes were going to be like. Ethan, we'll get there in a little bit. I think that's one of the games we haven't touched on. Let's spend a little bit more time on this, guys. Adem Bona, not gonna lie, dude. Do we not have a sports bet? That's Australian FanDuel. Yeah, I don't think there's an edge here, dude. Like what? He's at. Oh, that's at. I'm hovering over minutes. I mean, dude, this Bona will play. Yeah, dude. I mean, this line feels kind of insane. Not gonna lie, dude. I can't get there. I probably would have Bona, and he's a tough dude to project, right? Because there's a lot of variance going on with Drummond minutes. And Nick Nurse will play like Jabari Walker's, Barlow's, etc. is at the 5. So it looks like we got, I guess the Philly lineup though is like Maxey, VJ, PG, Barlow, Drummond. Guys, another one who's like Nick Nurse is a psycho with minutes. Guys, VJ Edgecombe, I know he played really poor minutes last game. Really, really poor minutes. And I'm sure that was calf injury related. Obviously, you don't want to play around with calves. Guys, without Grimes against the Wizards, dude, I strongly lean over. I think there's risk for sure. But strongly lean over. And one thing about the Wizards too, guys, is that they've actually like I don't think this is like a great matchup for Maxey. Like pull up, you just think of like lead guard, high usage guard. Pull-ups are very correlated with that. The Wizards are allowing like the second fewest behind the nets, who we all know is a brutal matchup for pick and roll handlers. They're allowing the second fewest made field goals, very low frequency to pick and roll guys. So, that's good for, the spot up guys, the lower usage guys, in my opinion, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, if we go to it's less than 10 feet, right? They're getting cooked at the rim, which is why I think that Drummond play is good for the double-double. Getting cooked at the rim, catch and shoot. I think they're getting cooked via the catch and shoot as well. Absolutely, they are. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's VJ Edgecombe's game. Very, very, very good matchup for VJ. Didn't exactly come to fruition last game, to be fair, but I mean, Embiid played in that game, so I don't know. I think VJ makes a fair bit of sense. Yeah, I like that ETC. Thank you. Strange. I appreciate it. I'm not playing Whitmore. I'm not. It's like a mental block thing, right? I know that this line was way freaking better, like in the morning, and it's like I missed out on it, and it's not like I knew that Middleton wasn't going to play either, so it's not like it's not like some news related stuff. So it's like a mental block thing. I lean over, but yeah. Queen stock. Oh, Misi. Oh, okay. No, that's now we might be cooking, dude. We might be cooking with some Derek Queen stuff when we go back to that. Yeah, good stuff, man. Actually, so Yves Misi is like an insignificant player, right? He's not a significant player whatsoever. He's not gonna like make FanDuel remove like all their. Oh, but no, look at FanDuel. Look at Smartle FanDuel. Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. Guys, like if you can get in on these 25.5s, I'm actually going to do that myself. I'm a big builder guy. If you can get on this 25.5 PRA at either Profit X or Builder, highly recommend doing that. What is this assist at? Wow, DK has a 3.5 assist, dude. Wow. Because I think Queen's pretty locked into. I mean, guys, he's averaging 3.4 assists per 23 minutes. I'd have him for 32 minutes. That's kind of like a ceiling. I'd probably have him for 31 minutes. That's way too low. But guys, if you guys have DK and you guys have a good DK account, like I said, I don't. I would absolutely recommend go playing this right now. But yeah, I mean, Queen, let's just like do like a little minute projection. Honestly, dude, I think this guy, I don't want to even like remove like a top minute game because, he's played 38 minutes before without Yves Missi. It's like, and without Zion too, like the sky is the limit, in my opinion, for Queen. Let's see, rebounds aren't amazing. And Rudy Gobert, I don't think is an amazing rebound matchup. Yeah, I'd probably go Queen assist. Even this 4.5, dude, like at this price, I don't hate it. So yeah. Really don't hate it. Oh, and I just got distracted. What's his PRA looking like? I was gonna go to Builder. And guys, by the way, if anyone is new here or you haven't quite yet, make sure to drop a like on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel as well. Two things that go a long way to helping this channel grow, and that's what I'm working towards. So if you do appreciate this type of content, that is like literally the best way you can support. So. It is greatly appreciated. And like I said, guys, I'm heading over to Builder right now to find this Derek Queen stuff and see if it's still there. And it looks like it moved to 26. And geez, it's just getting juiced up like crazy, dude. Someone must be like nuking. Someone's definitely nuking. Let's see, what is Queen at for PRA? Okay, let me just quick calculate this out because the PRA per minute stuff is way more predictable. Like I said, I think that 31 is a fair projection. And like I said, I think I'm kind of lowballing it to an extent. 21.4. Oh my gosh, 28. Okay, guys. So quick math tells you 28.1 PRA. 28. So like 28.5 should probably be his number in like a neutral matchup. Yeah. Honestly, I think that this is pretty efficient. Like the more I look at it. Oh, okay. Shaden's Canadian. Okay, interesting. Okay, no, I think little stuff like that does matter, dude. I really like that. I do like that. Yeah, don't touch Queen. Yeah, I'm not touching Queen. I think that he's probably fair. So, but Yves Missi being ruled out, I wonder if that even like moved the line at all. Had a horrible. Okay. Was there any other Philly stuff? So we went over Philly stuff. I think that Edgecombe's a lean. Drummond worth taking a stab at some double stuff. Yeah. Honestly, dude, I'm not taking the under on Maxey. I do lean under on Maxey. 32.5 is a high line, dude. Like it genuinely is. Is Paul George like playing minutes now? No, not really. He's played some bigger minutes in games that went to overtime. So yeah. And Philly's starting lineup was okay. Dominic Barlow, dude, Philly needs to sign him to a standard contract. Like if I swear this dude's starting like damn near every game I look at. Like you can't give this man a contract. Like come on, man. And so we can actually lay some currency on him. Think I'm right. Rudy Drummond Barnes, dude. I like it, bro. What price are you getting there? Oh, good stuff, man. Yeah, great pull there. That's a great number. Great number. J Main, what's going on, man? How you doing, J Main? Okay, do we have any other news coming in? I'm waiting for this Blazers lineup, man. Really am waiting for. Like I said, I'm gonna snipe Shaden Sharp if he is starting. So, I guess let's quick. So, sorry, I'm stuttering. If anyone is new here, like I said, the only official play I have so far is going to be Marvin Bagley over 12.5 points. But guys, real quick too, I'm gonna quick shout out Props Madness. I would not be anything as an NBA bettor without it. So like I said, I show it off left and right, YouTube videos, streams, etc. Twitter. It's the best NBA researching tool on market. If you are serious about betting for yourself, you are going to need it. So make sure to check out Props Madness. Do have it linked below, propsmadness.com. You get 25% off your first month or just first purchase overall using code SP25. All right. Let's go back over to Memphis and Spurs. I know someone mentioned Luke Cornett unders. I am already on his under 15.5 points and rebounds. Honestly, I don't hate 14.5. Just make sure you're getting like this minus 115 at MGM. I wouldn't play anything worse than that. Under 7.5 points, I think, is a little bit intriguing too. You can get a minus 115, minus 117 at the exchanges. I think that's a pretty solid look. Outside of that, guys, I'm not going to lie. Someone mentioned Fox. I do lean over on Fox. I'm actually a jackass, dude. His line was at like 24.5 points on like the real books, right? And that's like what I have to grade at and have to bet at myself, especially when it's early in the day. But so his PR was 27.5. His points were 23.5 or 24.5, right? So it's a 3 rebound difference. So I'm like, okay, PR is a better line. I take PR. What does he do? He gets 25 points and 2 rebounds. So I'd be lying if I said I don't have a super bitter taste in my mouth from De'Aaron Fox. But with that being said, man, I think that he's in a great spot, man. I mean, he's going to get middies and threes all day with Zach Edey and drop coverage. So 2.5 threes, honestly, dude, like at plus money, plus 130. Don't exactly hate that, to be honest with you. He's averaging 6.2 threes attempted. I think he gets up like 7 threes here, to be honest. Like bump it up due to the matchup for sure. 6 to 8 threes all time. I guess we could go there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Lean over, but yeah, I don't think it's anything crazy. Keldon Johnson over 6.5 rebounds. Dave, we'll get there in a little bit. That'll be the last game we cover. Let's see. Keldon Johnson, 6.5 rebounds. Guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man. Like these like role player rebounds, I really like. I'm not the guy to have an opinion on personally. He's definitely been good. Definitely been really good. Especially without Wemby. But yeah, I don't have an opinion. He did have 16 rebound chances, which is really good. But yeah, I guess I'd lean over just based off of this chart. But that's really all I have to say about that. Denny or Hart for a triple double? I don't, to be honest with you. I also just like I'm a straight better. Like my YouTube channel name is Straight Betting. Like I really just bet straights for the most part. You took Moses Moody under PRA. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Ingram 23.5. Yeah, absolutely. Like absolutely. With Klingon in, what's the best number on that? Minus 119. Yeah, dude. I'm pretty game on that personally. He should have went over in this Hornets game. This is very normal shooting splits here against the Pacers. Honestly, these aren't crazy shooting splits. The Knicks are a brutal matchup, and that's why I don't like Jaylen Brown tonight. That's why I like his under, to be honest. Yeah, now like Blazers are a beautiful matchup. Honestly, guys, yeah, this is a really good play. Like I said, I don't know why I'm not going to play it, but I do like it. I do like it. Okay, no more lineup news or anything. Okay, what were we on? We were on Memphis and Spurs. Jaren Jackson. Ooh, J-Man, you're playing with fire, taking a Jaren Jackson over rebounds. With that being said, though, he'll guard Harrison Barnes, who, by the way, Harrison Barnes threes don't hate 1.5. He got up 8 against him. He'll guard Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes will get threes up. Harrison Barnes won't crash the glass at all, so he should be able to get some decently uncontested rebounds. Let's go to Jaren with Edey for that 5.5. Actually, at this, this 4.5 line, I'm a big fan of like Jaren at a 4.5 line for sure. And honestly, dude, plus 122. Don't hate it. Like I said, this is just J-Man. This is a bet that you make. You might be pulling your damn hair out of like rage. So yeah, don't have a crazy opinion on it, man. Spurs are a pretty good rebounding team for the most part. But yeah, I think I like this price enough to lean over. When you ended the life system, yeah, for a lotto, dude. Should I go back to doing that? I don't know. I like honestly though, it's like I'm trying to move fast on these streams, right? It's like I don't even know if I like have like I just like talking over the stuff and answering your guys' questions, to be honest, and reacting to news. But yeah, those are good for like a morning stream. And honestly, do you guys comment down below if you guys like missed the lottos? Like, do you guys think I should bring back like lottos for like the YouTube videos? If that's something you guys would enjoy, I will absolutely bring those back because I think lottos are fun. I just like, I don't know. Locked in that Bona 5.5, 2 out of 2 without Embiid, 20s. I think he's very, yeah, Nick. Honestly, like I said, I thought the Bona line was pretty efficient, but I do agree. Like, I mean, with the Drummond concerns, I think your minute projection is spot on. Nick, I honestly really like your whole entire process, just like the way you like elaborated on this. I think that, just based off this comment, I can tell that you're a winning bettor, and it's refreshing to hear some sound analysis. So I do like that, Nick. But it says HO. Yeah. I think let's go on to that game. Keldon PRA. I'll click on this. Like I said, Keldon. If I'm attacking Memphis, it's gonna be a pull-up shooter, to be honest. Like, that's just the kind of like how I look at it. But yeah, dude, he's been incredible, man. He really has been. He's been so damn good. I hate betting stuff like this, though, man. It's just my gut is like telling me like I'm about to get screwed. And let's see, 8 for 13, 4 for 7, 3 for 7, 6 for 8, 9 for 12, 8 for 15. So he's been shooting very good in this sample too. And it's like I just know like if I bet on this, it's like 4 for or 3 for 12 incoming. How much do you think Embiid is worth to a spread in this state? Yeah, maybe a point. Maybe. I don't even know if he's in. I don't know if he's a net positive, honestly. And honestly, a point's probably a little much. Like I don't know if he's a net positive because he's so poor defensively. Yeah, I think he makes him flow 100%. Like the offense, you don't Embiid, at his peak, he was so damn dominant that like the offense wouldn't have flow and it wouldn't matter because he was like literally like the most unstoppable offensive player. But no, I think that's a really good like basketball point. It's like these guys are just standing around like watching Embiid shoot like mid ranges and stuff. It's not like great for like the overall offense, especially if he's not going to be like hyper effective. So I don't think he should be worth like anything, to be honest, at this point. Hopefully Joel can get back there. But let's move on to the last game, OKC and Golden State. I'm on Draymond unders. I think that guys. Oh wow, and this popped up, guys. I think that honestly, I'm on his under points and assists at 14.5. I think that 5.5 assists, guys. I just think like his chance of getting 6 assists feels so low. If you go to him without Steph Curry, not great this year. It's also not great ever because here's the thing, guys. I know he went over against OKC. He had 85 passes made. Look, bro. I mean, I don't know. If that happens, that happens. Look, man. OKC last 10 games, they allow the fewest assists. They allow the fewest points per game to off-ball screens, and why that is significant is because like. We've all watched Draymond Green run this offense for, what is it, like 15 years now? But especially like, how does Draymond get assists? It's because of off-ball screens. Like he's not like running a pick and roll and getting assists. He's getting all of his assists literally out of all of his assists from off-ball screens, basically. OKC, along with just being the best defense, the best at preventing assists, they're the best against off-ball screens at defending those actions too. So I honestly, guys, Draymond, I might do Draymond like under. Well, I'm already on his under points and assists. Honestly, man, I like if you guys want to do Derek White 2 threes, Draymond under 5.5 assists. I think that's an amazing look, man. Yep, I like that. He's a Curry guy. Yep, Shaedon Sharpe. Do we have the starting? I'm just waiting for that starting lineup. We have Isaiah Joe is going to play garbage minutes. This Warriors team stinks, man. So yeah, garbage time is super live. Shea, guys, we're getting a Shea at 29.5 points, bro. Guys, is this just like an autoplay? Like genuinely? I don't like the matchup at all, though. Like you can see that they are pretty damn aggressive. On Shea. He did have a point a minute. They did blow him out. It is in Golden State if you want to make a case for the game staying close, right? But he was literally at a point a minute. You can't even knock him for playing it for not hitting it there. Guys, Shea, anytime Shea's at 29, because this like Shea like absolutely like has like a milestone. Like 30 points is like a milestone. He's like said before that when he doesn't have 30 points, it feels like he's having a bad game. Guys, genuinely, like I might there's a pretty high chance that I add this to my card. Like genuinely. But yeah, Isaiah Joe, man. Yeah. I don't even know. Like, how much minutes has he been playing? No Dort. Oh, and nor Caruso. Oh wow. I knew that Dort was out. I did not know that Caruso was out. So guys, Case and Wallace is somewhat intriguing because I do think the Warriors. Let's see, Warriors. He had 5 shots. I don't know, man. I think that Queso is pretty intriguing. Like, I mean, dude, there's no Caruso and Dort. That's his minute competition, right? Like. Has he had a game with these two guys? He did. He played 36 minutes in the game that they lost. But that was also no Chet, no J-Dub. I don't hate Case Amala stuff, man. Like genuinely, but we're getting a 12.5 PRA line. Like, I mean, like just straight up, dude. Like I probably have him playing like 27 to 35. I mean, he does pretty good. He does pretty good when he does these minutes, you know? He does pretty good. So yeah, don't hate some of my queso stuff. Scores 30 by yeah, exactly, dude. Sharp's not starting. Okay. Wow. Okay. That sucks. Obvious. Why are they starting City Sissoko, bro? Like, are these dudes like dead ass? Like, are they trying to like win? I don't know what the hell. I mean, not that Shaden Sharp's exactly like an impactful player or anything, but I don't know what they're doing, bro. That shit is weird. Donovan Klingon. Okay. Guys, honestly, I think that's kind of it. Does anyone have any last questions here for this? I thought we've been live for an hour and 5 minutes. So if anyone has any last second questions, maybe that I didn't get to because we were on a different game or something like that, you can leave them down below and a quick run to that. But if not, I'm just going to quick wrap it up. Guys, honestly, I thought this is one of the better streams we've ever done, or I've ever done. So appreciate everyone. Appreciate everyone for, being active in the chat and for just making this fun, man. So hot sauce, not gonna lie, dude, I'm actually on under 29.5 points. Pelicans are tough, man. Ants never had a 29.5 point line close this year, so you're definitely buying high. I don't think Ant really. I don't know, man. I watched every single Wolves game, and I think that Ant more so cares about getting up for like the big dogs, Like I've seen him no shows against like bummy ass teams so many damn times, dude. And the Pelicans are going to be aggressive against him, so he is a superstar. Hey, I'm the last person to argue that, man. I'm the last person to argue that. But yeah, I'm selling high here. Edie under 13.5 points. Yeah, so Edie, I think that Edie might just be like legit like good, And that's like the one thing that's like kind of holding me back. Like I know it's against the Kings, dude, and he's had some like pretty quiet games. This Nuggets game, you can throw that shit out because yeah, Zubac is a tough matchup. I would say that Cornet is a tough matchup too. I'd probably stay away personally. I do agree with you on the tough matchup thing, but I think that we might like look back on like 13.5 lines on Zach Edey, like in a couple like games down the road and be like, holy crap, this dude's like a 16.5 point scorer. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. He dies for the stats. I really don't think he does, bro. Like, I really don't think he does, man. Thank you, Limp Hooper. I appreciate it. They should, dude. What do you think? What would you say to that? I'd probably set it at like 27.5, 28.5. But yeah, I mean, the bookmakers would never do that shit. Okay, guys. Well, appreciate everyone tuning in. It is very greatly appreciated, like I always say. And if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like, sub the channel. And yeah, we'll be back, tomorrow for a morning video, of course. And then I will be back for a stream tomorrow. So appreciate everyone bringing good energy, good comments, and yeah, let's do it again tomorrow.